Ah, dang, we're out of frame. There you go. And, oops. Little technical difficulty. Hey, everybody, it's your boy, SergDragon. Here again with another Heaven Monsters podcast. With me always is Terrence, a.k.a. T-Money.
I can smell what the line is cooking.
And today we're going to cover 205 Live and NXT of July 2nd and 3rd. So let's go. First up, we have another rematch with the Singh brothers versus the Lucha House Parties under tornado rules. And this is the fun part. No tags, they just straight up wrestling. In the midst of the match, oddly enough, we would have one of the Singh brothers actually bring in their so-called Bollywood
trophy.
Grammy, basically.
Yeah, okay,
Like, what the hell? Why would they? That's got to be fake, right?
Yeah, it's fake, because like, WWE made that for them.
In which case, since they brought it in, the referee was trying to look at it as well as Kalisto, who was on the outside, because his two amigos were fighting the match. Oh, shoot. I don't see the pictures. Excuse me. Nope. Yeah, it's not there. Not this time around. Anyway, we had Grand Metalik and I'm trying to remember the other one.
That's the video, but I don't see my picture.
What was the other tag team partner? Daggone it, his list. Lance Dorado, there you go. See, I'm trying to remember all the wrestlers' names, and some of them can be a little tricky for me. Grand Metalik and Lance Dorado were fighting against the Singh brothers, and when Kalisto saw him bring in that Grammy-looking thing, trophy, he went and snatched it right out of their hands without punching them or anything, and through that one distraction, we ended up seeing both Grand Metalik and Lance Dorado high-fly Lucha style both their opponents at the same time and pinned them at the same time to get the win. And apparently, Kalisto still has their Grammy, their Bollywood Grammy. So chances are this ain't over. Also, this little rivalry kind of really set up when they tore up one of the Penelope, as they call them, the little piñatas, whether it's a horse, a llama, or in this case, this week, it would actually, or should I say last week, since we're doing this on Monday. We failed to do this on last week, but we're trying to do it this time around. In which case, they had a cow piñata, a little cow piñata, and they were just throwing that candy everywhere. Well, good on you, Lucha Brothers. Next up, we would have the 6-man tag between baby faces and heels. We would have the former Cruiserweight champion Tony Nese, Jack Gallagher, the gentleman, as well as Oni Lorcan, who has beef with one of the opponents on the opposite side. We would have the current Cruiserweight champion Drew Gulak. The person in question for Oni Lorcan, in which his rivalry is heated up, is Arya Daivari with the Stitches. And finally, we have a very questionable Mike Kanellis because of the issue the day before with his wife being pregnant and not too happy about his WWE wrestling career.
Well, she's not happy that she's still mad is that she lost the match.
He keeps losing matches.
Well, his losing streak, that's what it is.
In which case, he is interviewed before the match, and it said that he plans on changing things up for the better because of how his wife, Maria Kanellis, actually used the word a disappointment.
Right.
He stuttered to even say that.
She feels like he's a disgrace.
So with that said, this would be considered an opportunity to get the win for his team. Because it came right down to him and Tony Nese. And
I bet he's going to try to get her back.
Yeah. Sadly, Mike Kanellis got dropped with a reverse senton, I guess you would call it. It's like you literally have them going for a rollover powerbomb. They get caught by the legs right here, and they just boom. That got on a win. 1, 2, 3. Tony Nese got the win for his team. But it didn't end there, because the rivalry between Tony Nese and Drew Gulak for the Cruiserweight title heated up, as well as the rivalry between Oney Lorcan and Ariya Daivari heated up in another part of the ring. And for some odd reason, Jack Gallagher is fighting all out with freaking Mike Kanellis. So like, what the hell is that beef? And they're all over the ring to the point that the commentary got to jump the barricade into the audience just to get away. Like, damn. I love 205 Live. I love it when they go crazy like this. And case in point, so does the fans when they were screaming, "This is awesome, 205. I was like, hell yeah. So, while he's looking for the next part of July 3rd of NXT in 2019, well, I'm going to give a shout out to our boys, the Heavens Monsters podcast crew. First off, as always, a shout out to Xavier Hill and Mike Henry. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the descriptions down below, as always. And a remaining shout out to our boys, Renee, Farrow, Andre, Chris Petrie, and Delvin. So, with that said, you got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. I remember. Here we go with the first match would be Mia versus Aaliyah. These two pompous women with Vanessa Bourne, right? Aaliyah and Vanessa Bourne. Mm-hmm. Those two women think of themselves as high-class wrestling women with degrees, with intellect and style and class. You know, the Barbie dolls. I would say Barbie dolls, but they had Latinas. Well, they got some sass. They gonna kick your ass.
But Maya, she's like Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, because that's the thing. With Maya, she's not Japanese, by the way. She's somewhere else.
Japanese or Chinese, whatever. Or Korean.
She's not that either. I was like, what the hell is she?
Philippine? Probably.
Yeah, they mention it a lot on NXT, but with my memory, y'all know I suck at memorying a lot of this stuff. But nonetheless, she's part Korean. That's right.
I said Korean. Yeah.
I was thinking, which part Dominican or whatever you call it. I was like, what? I thought that was a Hispanic thing for that. Dominican. Nope.
No.
She's half black, half Korean, and there's a war going on over there at one point when she was young.
You call her Asian because Korean, Chinese, and Japanese that means she's Asian.
But she half black. Her daddy black.
Yeah. Well, make
because there was wars going on between the blacks and the Dominicans. In which case, she was caught in between because she was both. So they were looking at her and saying that they didn't take no pity on her because of the fact that she had that kind of storyline. They just looked at her and said, well, basically she was an obstacle for their chance at the NXT women's title. So, in which case, good on Mia for actually putting her in position similar to one of the moves she used that she got from Gail Kim, which was Eat the Feet, where she puts her foot in the face like this and just drops.
That's her mentor.
But in a customization, she took that move by putting her opponent's arm down like this. She puts her leg over, have the knee right here, pull her weight down, drops. And then she calls that watch your neck. And she wins with that move that she has been using for some time now. Several months, I would say.
You know, Gail Kim is the second woman to win all 3 titles in her wrestling career. Gail Kim is the second woman to win all 3 women's titles in her wrestling career.
There you go. So, with Mia having the momentum, she goes to the commentating section on NXT to actually announce that she challenged Shayna Baszler for the NXT. Will she accept? I don't know. I haven't heard nothing. So, hopefully this Wednesday, we get her opinion. And I mean the champ, the submission magician, the 4 horsewoman of MMA, Shayna Baszler. see.
I've seen her. I just not. She don't impress me.
She does impress me. She's bad. She's a bad woman. So I know she's. I want to say she's near to Asuka's reign as NXT champion because she's been running around.
I know she.
And her second reign.
I know she used to be with the Street Profits. I know that.
Next, we have William Regal addressing certain issues before being rudely interrupted, breaking into the freaking office of William Regal, the general manager of NXT, is the Forgotten Sons, bickering on why the Street Profits are making matches with Oney Lorcan and his partner. I forget his name again. Let me see. Oney Lorcan, where are you? Oney Lorcan. There you go. Danny Burch. With Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, they will be defending their titles next week because the Street Profits actually pulled that idea to William Regal because they feel like they deserved it. Also noting that when the Forgotten Sons actually put that in his face, to William Regal's face, saying, why are they getting a title and not us? Because William Regal then said, if my memory is a bit hazy, but you got your chances already and you failed. In fact, you didn't just fail, you got disqualified by him, by your own teammate. Therefore, you are at the end of the line. They didn't take that very kindly and they said that he will regret this decision. So we'll have to wait and see. In other news, we have the Bebe champion, Adam Cole of NXT, going to his hometown, going to where his dad works as a pizza shop owner, vandalizing, well, technically adding something to the Hall of Fame wall of champions, and he adds himself and wrote on the piece of paper with him and holding the title saying, Johnny Gargano, this is a champion you can be proud of. I'm like, what the fuck? That's wrong. He then goes on to the freaking wrestling center where Johnny Gargano handed his title to each of the participants, telling them, and if you work hard enough, you can become an NXT champion. He went there personally to tell him that Johnny Gargano is a liar and that none of them have a chance. The best they can do is go home, sit on a couch, and watch a true wrestler do it and just quit. Like, that is, I hope Johnny Gargano whoops his ass. I really do.
Some wrestlers have been saying that.
Next we have Kushida, the image is wrong, versus Jeff Parker, a resident wrestler there, and he beats him with the submission hold. He beat him pretty quick. In addition, we have former
NXT, the Impact X Division champion.
Former, and what's his name? Trevor Lee. There you go. It came in my head. Former known as Trevor Lee. He is now known in WWE as
Cameron Grimes.
Grimes, and he got his win in the NXT Breakout Tournament to see who from the WWE Performance Center is going to get a NXT contract. And he's moving on in the tournament after beating Isaiah Swerve Scott. Sorry, Isaiah, you didn't get it.
He's like a mix between X-Pac and Drew McIntyre.
He's the hairy caveman.
Look,
I know.
The face, like X-Pac.
Wait. Let me see if I can get the facial muscles. He's got his nose snurled like this. He's got his mouth in the wide, upside down, wide position. Let me see. Look. With the teeth.
That's an X-Pac and Drew McIntyre all together.
Next, we have a considerably put in the spot by the commentary saying that Bianca Belair and her undefeated attitude is null and void because of her losing streak that she's been having. Thankfully, against, what's her name?
Priscilla Zunga.
Priscilla Zunga ended up fighting her and losing, so ultimately breaking that losing streak for Bianca Belair. Where she'll take it, we'll have to wait and see. We also have a promo for the original bro, Matt Riddles, and his in-look on training. And he's got a damn good resume.
You know who he did shout on?
Who?
He did shout on Goldberg. Talking bad about Goldberg.
You kidding?
He said when he saw Undertaker's match, he was talking trash about Goldberg being calling himself an MMA fighter.
Both of them would technically be, if they weren't wrestlers, they would definitely be damn good MMA fighters.
But he's calling Goldberg
Both of them were asked that question.
Yeah, he's calling Goldberg a terrible wrestler who doesn't belong, who can't wrestle.
Ooh, I bet Goldberg did not like that one bit. Ooh, he's picking a wrong fight. I know after this match with The Undertaker, people are looking at that, but Goldberg, hey, take nothing from Goldberg, take nothing away from Goldberg. You can still whip your ass. You can whip your ass, you can whip my ass, you can whip... Arguably, that would be a good match. Matt Riddles versus Goldberg.
To me, in my personal opinion, that's disrespectful to a legend.
Hell yeah.
Wait, you ought to be here.
He's looking at it from an MMA standpoint. That's what he's disrespecting.
Yeah.
Right. Finally, we have the match between Tyler Breezy of NXT Original versus Roderick Strong of the Undisputed Era. It would be Tyler Breezy being interviewed saying that this is not the Undisputed Era because of the fact that this era was not undisputed because Tyler Breezy and so many others founded and helped build NXT. So he was going to take it to him, but sadly things didn't work out. That will be the last match, so I got it from here. In that match, we would have the fans already saying the iconic lines you never hear in Raw and SmackDown or anywhere else on pay-per-view or not, where NXT shows love to Original, shouting things like Breeze is gorgeous, Tyler's pretty, over and over and over. And when the ref was touching him, Tyler Breeze would look at him and say, "Don't you touch me." And the fans would repeat that, "Don't you dare touch him. Don't you dare touch him." That was a long-ass chant, and they were repeating it. Sadly, though, Roderick Strong lives up to being the backbreaker. Case in point, where he throws freaking Tyler Breeze into the steel corner of the freaking staircase. Ow, that hurt like hell just to watch. If I showed you the clip, you would be like,
well, I've seen it before.
I've
seen wrestlers do that.
He didn't just hit the corner, he hit the side part. He hit it all. Oh, got this corner of the table. It's all metal. Metal coated.
If you're a heel wrestler, heel wrestler do that just to weaken their opponent. That way they can say that this is my way to win, for me to win.
And that got him. He just kept up with that because it was all legal, because hitting the pole, hitting the stairs, all legal. In which case, that's what he did, and he took it from there, ultimately getting the win against Tyler Breeze. That sucked, man, for Tyler. Hopefully he recovers fast enough to get back up and hopefully showcase why he is an NXT original.
Just so you know, I went to school with his wife, just so you know.
Also, in other news, from, what was the name of this guy? Killian Dane? From Insanity?
Killian Dane.
Killian Dane.
Yeah.
He has another promo for NXT in his return to NXT. Not NXT UK, which is from Wales or whatever. He's coming to NXT, and I love it. Because that's a powerhouse I want to see. Because we already got a couple of 3 big guys. We got Punishment Martinez with his new name, Priest, Damian Priest, something like that. We have the freaking big guy who says "Feast Your Eyes." Forgot his name because they haven't been airing him. And we also have Keith Lee, bask in his glory. Oh, yeah. We're gonna see these guys go against.
You know who Killian Dane's wife is?
Who?
Nikki Cross. Killian Dane's wife is Nikki Cross, the chick who was with Alexa Bliss.
Nice. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the end of our video. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Hit the subscribe and like the content, and hit that notification bell for the next video. And peace out, y'all. Bye.